Hi guys, I'm here and today I will tell you how to focus 15 hours a day without getting burnout. And I'm not going to be giving you any peptides or Adderalls at all. It's all going to be about natural and accessible for every single human in the earth. And right today, we have a free pillar service to the right over here. Neuroscience, routine, stimulants. Let's quick jump to the first one. So you will tell me, why did you Victoria pop out this beautiful picture right over here? And I want to tell you that the humans, as we like as humans evolved from like these guy, they're all guys lived 3 million years ago, and as humans we evolved and our physical features changed despite compared to brain features, right? Our like hands got longer, our feet used to be wide top, our bodies gonna be a little bit longer. Everything can change despite of our minds, right? Like, in fact, our brain just become a little bit smaller. But I want to tell you that brain operates like, if our brain did not change, our like brain, ancient brain, all tries to operate in nowadays society like it was 3 million years ago, and it just tries to figure out the things in nowadays circumstances. All the things it tries to just to figure out and operate in today's society. And what next? Like, how did we get from watching like black white TV with our families to watching the clavicular reveals his current physique of Earth with their alligators on the space black background on the kick stream? How? It is kind of crazy. Like, our brain just tries to operate in today's society. So how did we get from grabbing, like, searching for food for a couple of hours? We were searching for a reward for a couple of hours. Now we are just obtaining this kind of reward in 4 seconds while listening, scrolling social media feed, right? So there is kind of a problem. Let's grab to the next one. So first of all, to explain how our brain works, I need to explain you dopamine. It's not going to be kind of bullshit you're usually watching on YouTube or some stuff. It's like dopamine, in simple terms, dopamine is kind of neurochemical, which this is kind of neurochemical, which motivates you to pursue and all over again the same actions which help you to survive, basically. So it's kind of motivation neurochemical or pleasure neurochemical, or this kind of smashing feeling while intercourse, when male approaches female and female approaches man. So this is kind of the motivation. That's why because it is a reward. Humans pursue reward, right? Let's take a look at the next one. So action, time, reward. So right over here, this is kind of the loop which describes how dopamine gets released, right? So first we have action. Action is kind of the ancient human tries to leave the house, then to find any food. The time pursues on. The time goes on because like we're in the indeterminate amount of time. Look, indeterminate because like you're never gonna know if you will find any food either. Then the reward becomes if it has happened that fortunately for you to find food, so you got rewarded for that because of the dopamine, because so that's the meal you're like eating. And nowadays this kind of circle is kind of forgot a word. Expedited by 4 seconds. Expedited by 4 seconds. So and this is kind of crazy. Like before, for 3 fucking million years, the human were evolved to pursue to pursue food, to pursue motivation, to pursue sex, or like any other activities. So that's why the dopamine has like created in our brain just to pursue like useful things that are actually helping you to survive nowadays. This kind of loop expedited by 4 seconds, because like while you're scrolling feed, even if you don't like kind of the feed you're watching, the dopamine drops off because of you're in pursuit of the great video, right? And right over here we have the thing which calls like food maxing, or food starvation, or starvation maxing, or like something similar. So the key is just to delay or deny the food from the very start of your morning routine. So this kind of shows to your physique, to your like psychology, to your like mental state, and like to your body that you're in pursuit of the food. So you need to have a word, and you're trying to delay the social media, and you're just like get rid of everything including food, because you're in pursuit of food. So that's why you need to learn and work, because you're hungry. So there like I think this is underestimated for entire internet way. Like it is kind of fascinating. It also has additional features to your mind and physique in general, because of that autophagy, the body just cleans out itself. And this is kind of really underestimated method or way how to work better for the entire internet, right? Because like imagine the only thing that everybody just eats from the morning, right? But you're like include dopamine in your in your nervous system, and yeah, of course it has like kind of energy, but you also have for some reason energy when you're not eating, but you're like looking at everything in the hungry way, because like you're kind of learning everything, and you're about to work harder because you're like literally hungry, you're depleted. So you need to like, if you will not going to be working, you will die. So that's why your kind of body just turns on to work better. And in today's society, the human society just intentionally like inflated their own brain with all the kind of junk food, social media stuff, and it's like they're inflated their own mind not to listen to any healthy like the system just broken. So that's what you did for the decades, and human society just did for decades. They were just like crashing all this system out of control. So in today's society, the attention, it is the most valuable, appreciated property or like possession that you have. And like every single company tries to takes it away from you, and only you can handle and operate how like your attention, because nobody does. Everybody just tries to exploit you in their own intentions. Take a look at the next one, routine. So there's no like, oh, it's gonna be pretty obvious for me just to tell like 90 minutes like without any social media scroll. It's gonna be too obvious, guys. I'm not gonna be telling you this. I have some niche things to talk about. So did you know, let's talk about the frequency, music frequency. Did you know that this kind of word by agreement with frequency of the music, right? So you will ask me, what is that? And I will tell you, this is just that self-water during that certain music frequency. And you can see clear difference between both. And nowadays, actual like relevant music that you see everywhere, like lyrics music and some just crazy music that you see outside like in the different malls, it is kind of supported this kind of music frequency, which it uses brain fog, and your brain just actually depletes and just not works so great in comparison to different frequency music. So 432 hertz. You can just read it. I'm too lazy to read it. So somebody just changed it to the worst part, worst like version of music frequency. That's all. Let's take a look at the next one. I'm too lazy to read it also, but here's just everything about sound mixing. So like the importance of sitting and working and getting outside and accepting the sun and like into your skin, you know, just like usual studies. And take a look. Circadian rhythm said why it is important to go in bed on time, and like also like almost I would say our the reason why you cannot go to bed on time because you were not like part of the reason it is also because like you were not energetically depleted for an entire day. You did not apply all your or your like work as you can throughout the day, right? So you need to work like out of entire energy that you have. That you can just like read it yourself. So thank you so much for a glass. Oh no, wait. Stimulants. I would say like the perfect match for me, it's gonna be 200 grams of milligrams of caffeine and 20 grams of nicotine every single day. This is like the perfect match for me. I'm not gonna be talking about nicotine. It is yeah, I know that nicotine like with time, like when the time goes on, you're just trying like gonna start to tolerate it, which damages your brain. But for now, I simply don't want to get rid of it. Thank you so much for a class. Oh my god, I forgot it is not a class. Okay.